Hello Livewires, Heather Boyd Wire here, and today it's Tip Tuesday. Today I had a special request from Tina Marie for Fleur de Lis, and I'll be comparing the 20 gauge Beadalon German wire with the 20 gauge tarnish resistant silver artistic wire. I'm using the new Designer Series pliers kit and the Beadalon nylon jaw pliers. I'm also using the Beadalon Designer Series flat nose pliers and their 2mm 4mm bail making pliers. I'm starting with the design with the spirals, and I'm using 6 to 8 inches of 20 gauge German wire. Now the German wire is considered to be half hard wire. It's a medium temper and it is firmer than the artistic wire. I am making 3 stylized loops at the bottom, which resemble a Celtic knot, and I am alternating going in front and behind with the wire so it sits as flat as possible. So we will start with those 3 loops and bringing the wires up. Once you have that, you can press lightly with your flat pliers to make sure they're down and even. And we want to curve the wire up to form the leaf formation. And then we're going to bend it down with the round nose pliers, bringing it to the back. Again, alternating the wires to the front and the back so it sits as flat as possible, curving out the other side so it's symmetrical. Just taking your time with it, making any little adjustments that you need to bring the wire around and down. From there, we are going to hold it with the round pliers and bend up on one side. And you can see I've cut my wire a little long, always better too long than too short. Making sure those wires are going up at an even angle, and then I'm taking the 2 to 4mm looping pliers to start the loops on either side. So bring the wire around on either side so they're even, and then wind the wire around the 4mm loop to make a circle. Do the same on the other side, bring it around. So we have 2 circles on either side. From there we can clip the end just a little beyond the circle. Just depends on how tight you want your spirals. And then we're going to take the end with the round pliers and curve it in to form the spiral. So just bringing that wire inside so it's as even as possible. Keep curving it right in there, and you can make any little adjustments to even it out. And we'll do the same on the other side. Take the end with the pliers and then just flick of the wrist, bring the wire in towards the center, holding the loop and bringing it in, and then pressing it down with the flat pliers, making sure it's even. And you'll see I actually cut the spirals a little shorter and brought them in so they were a little smaller. And we're going in with the nylon jaw pliers just to flatten it out. You can give it a light hammer if you like as well. And this will firm it up and make it look nice and even. There's our first one with the German wire. And then this one I'm doing with the artistic wire. You'll see the color is slightly different. The artistic wire has more of a kind of a warm silver. They're both beautiful wires, and the artistic wire is considered dead soft, so it's a little softer. I'm going to fold it in half and do my little trick to make this symmetrical. I do the same with the butterflies. So I folded it in half and I'm just forming the leaf part and then bringing the ends around at the side. Curve it down. And we can get the flat pliers and bend it in towards the middle and then curve it down to have the basic outline of the Fleur de Lis. But you'll see that's half of the Fleur de Lis. And now I'm going to bend the wires out. And now we have to open it up like a book. So we're just going to carefully open it up and get our flat pliers to bend it out so it's open and flat. And you'll see this makes a perfectly symmetrical Fleur de Lis. Keep pressing it until it's even. You can also use the nylon jaw pliers to do this step. Use what tools you have on hand, and I'll link up all my tools in the description below the video. Now bringing out the wires to the side, we have to form the bottom part of the design, which we'll do a little differently than we did on the first one. So we curved it out and back, and then curve it up and straight down. What's one side, and we're going to do the same on the other side. Curve it up with the round pliers, and then we're going to bend it to follow the curve to bring it back to the center. Adjust it as you need, and then we're going to take one of the wires and bend it straight up. And from there, we're going to take the other wire. We want to hold it firmly with the pliers and then bend the end of that wire around a couple of times to hold it all together. So use your chain nose pliers to get in there to hold it firmly. Bring that wire around. Pinch in that little coil as you need and bring it right to the back, and it just holds it together nicely and gives it a nice little detail with the coil. Push that wire right down and clip the end with the cutters. And then we also want to clip that other vertical wire, get right in there with your cutters and clip it right out. And now we'll go in with the nylon jaw pliers and press to flatten the whole thing out. Give it a good little press. Do any little adjustments that you need. Here we can compare. The one on the left is the artistic wire. The color is slightly different than the German wire. It is a softer wire and holds together nicely with that little coil in the middle. The German wire is a half hard wire, which is considered to be a medium temper, and this one finishes with the spirals. It holds its shape quite nicely, and you can hammer it to make it more flat. Both wires are tarnish resistant. Thanks so much for watching the video. Be sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for lots more wire art and jewelry making tutorials. You can also join the Wire Makers Club on Facebook to share photos of your wire art and wire jewelry. You can get the templates for most of my projects in my Etsy DIY shop. Be sure to use the coupon code SAVE25 to save 25% when you purchase any 5 templates, tutorials, or ebooks in my shop. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you the next time.